It's me, Miss V. Today in art, we're going to be making a clay wall pocket, which we're actually going to be giving for Mother's Day. Here's a completed one my friend Spencer just made, and you can zoom in a little bit. And you can see that it's still wet, but it has a little pocket here. And we are going to give this to our family with little succulents in the pocket, and they're going to hang it on the wall, either inside or outside. They're going to love it because you made it. Okay, I'll put that aside. Okay, the materials you need to make our clay wall pocket are rolled clay. You're going to need a tracer, and we're going to be using a simple plastic bowl. You're going to need a toothbrush. You're going to need a pin tool or other open paper clip or something to cut your clay. Maybe a tool, maybe not, or a knife. A little bit of water. And then I have texture items. I have 2 textured rollers here, which are options. You don't have to use these. I also have a variety of pasta, dried pasta, like a rotini and a wagon wheel and some other shapes. So let's go over our steps. The first step says trace and cut circle. All right. So I have here a bowl, and what I'm going to do is turn it upside down. And you're zooming on this, right? Our cameraman today is Mr. S. Thank you. And I do this standing up, but you don't have to. So I've got my bowl here, and I start at the top like 12 o'clock, if this were a clock. I go down to 6 o'clock. A couple things I want you to notice. One is my bowl is not in the middle. My bowl is down towards the edge. This is because I'm going to use this part of the clay. Second thing I want you to notice is I'm holding my pin tool like a pencil, and I'm trying to get it straight up and down. I start at the top and I pull towards myself. So here's 12. If this were a clock, I'm going past 9 and all the way down. Okay. There we go. So here's a beautiful circle. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trace and cut a half circle. That half circle, we're going to use the same tracer. Do you see how I put 2 blue lines on the side of the bowl? I'm going to use those 2 lines as tracers, and you're got a close up on this, right? So I'm going to hold my pin tool like a pencil, and I'm going to start at, let's say, this blue line. And for me, do you see this blue line right here? I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go around the line to the other line. And then I'm going to cut straight across. And you know what? I forgot something. This is going to be easier if I use a ruler or slat. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and cut straight across. Now I have a half circle and a whole circle. Got it? So, oops, sure. Okay. I'm now going to cut these out. Remember, you got to go all the way through. So if you didn't go all the way through, just carefully go over your lines again. A small piece can come right off. For these larger pieces, you may want to do what's called an exit cut, where I just make an additional cut out to the edge. Another cut out to the edge. And now I have these pieces which come out easily. And these are going to come out easily. Okay. I am not going to squish these because I'm going to use them for decorations in a little bit. All right, so I have now done step 1. Trace and cut circle, and step 2, trace and cut half circle. Step 3 says add texture. Ha, this is gonna be fun. Okay, I have 2 kinds of texture tools you might use. I have these textured paint rollers, and they're great for clay. I have several, you don't have to use these, but I'm gonna use this one. So for this one, and you have a choice or no, I'm gonna gently press into the clay. Can you get a close-up of that? So here we have the textured roller, and this is the texture left in the clay. Now for my other piece, I could use this. I'm gonna use pasta though, I love pasta. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to make some really cool textures with pasta. Now you may want to take a little scrap of your clay and test out these textures first. So here is a texture. This is a rotini pasta, and I could just see the marks I can make on the pasta. I can also roll it on the pasta, which is making a really cool design. Do you see that right there? What I'm getting from the rotini? Flip that over. Let's see what else I have. I have a wagon wheel, which could make wagon, or I can roll it on its edge. Oops, maybe a little more carefully than that. Hi. Hey. So I'm going to go ahead and make just a little texture on this. I think I'm going to copycat my friend Mr. S. Spencer, who made a design just a few minutes ago. And that looks good. Let's see. I also have bow tie pasta, which I can use to scrape the design. Do you see that right there? Isn't that cool? And I think that's it. Okay. The next part of this is crumble paper. And I happen to have some paper towel here. We can use paper towel. And I'm just going to crumble a little bit of paper towel, and I'm going to put it in the middle of my circle. Okay, that's kind of wacky, but it's just going to stay there. The next thing I'm going to do is press and smooth edges. To do that, believe it or not, I'm going to take a toothbrush and some water. I'm going to dip my toothbrush in the water, and believe it or not, this is going to make a kind of a clay glue, which will allow your creation to stay together. So move that out of the way. So I'm dipping in the water, and do you see how I'm scrubbing right here? Okay, you really got to scrub it. You're going to get little marks in here. That's going to help your clay stay together. Putting that crumpled paper towel in, and I'm laying the half circle on top. Do you see how the plant pocket is going to be? There's now going to be room for us to put in flowers or succulents later on. I'm going to line that up. Now, I'm going to press this together. Make sure there's enough room. Your parents really like your fingerprints. You're going to grow up, and your parents are going to look at this many years from now, and they're going to see those fingerprints and remember what it was like when you were a kid. Aha. Can you zoom in on that? You see that? So here is where I am right now. All right, I'm almost done. My edges are a little rough. To make those get better, I dip my finger in water and I shake it out. Then I run my finger all around the edge of my creation, my plant pocket, wall pocket. There we go. Don't get this too wet or it's going to be weak. Okay. Next part is going to be adding drawings and decorations. You get to go back to the pin tool, which might be dirty, so go like this. Okay. And you can now add little shapes. I'm drawing hearts because this is for my mom. You can draw a name. You can draw your name if you want. So that's the drawing option. The other option might be to make first letter or anything else. It could be a heart, let's say, or a letter. Spencer chose to do the letter L because his mom's name starts with L. So there's an L. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to make a heart for my mom. So I'm going to make a heart lightly first in the clay. I like the way that looks. If I didn't, I'd just rub it out, right? Remember, friends, this is just clay. If you mess up, it's just clay. You do it again. We're starting this a month ahead of Mother's Day, so we are not in a rush. Oh, look! Do you like my heart? Looks good. Get that toothbrush, scrub where you want that heart to go. For this one, you're going to have to wiggle it on. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And I might have to take my pasta again and add the texture. I might. Okay. All right. You have 2 more steps. The next step is going to be making a hanging hole, and for that I'm taking a pinch of clay and I'm rolling it in a ball, and I'm going to put it at the top. This is where it's going to look like right here. I'm going to take my toothbrush and I'm going to scrub it. Scrub the clay where I want this hanger to go, and I'm going to kind of wiggle it until it's in place. Right. Now I'm going to take the pin tool and I'm going to turn it upside down, careful, and I'm going to poke, boom, all the way through. And I'm going to twist it. Do you see how I'm twisting it like that? To make the hole, I'm going to lift this carefully up and make sure that the hole is going all the way through. If you see a little bit of kind of yucky clay right there, you can move it out of the way. The very last step is to write your name on the back. If you feel uncomfortable with this, please ask a teacher to help you with this. I'm going to write this, and I'm also going to write your classroom teacher's initial so I know where to put it. When you're all done, you're going to be putting it in a drying rack with the rest of your class. This class has the black drying rack. And that's it. I'm going to let it dry 10 days. I'm going to glaze it, make it shiny. It's going to be an awesome Mother's Day gift. Have a great day in art. Bye.